What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the Constellations tournament. We are back. I am DJ Synfix, one of your co-casters tonight, and joined with me is my fellow co-caster, Alienator. Say hello to the people, my man.
Hi guys, are you ready for another great day of tournament Valorant matchmaking?
It is gonna be great. We saw yesterday some great games with me and Cherry J, and there were some fantastic games. One of them was a blowout, but even still, we saw some great moments. And of course, since this is a single elim tournament until the finals, uh, you know, for this $500 prize pool. I mean, it is intense, and the storylines here are really nice to see as we're getting ready to get into our first game of the day, the semifinals. What are you looking to see? What maps are you looking to see, Alienator? What agents you want to see? Tell us about it, man.
Well, the interesting thing about this is both of these teams that we're going to be watching in this first match, the Bansies versus the Moon, they both won their last game pretty handedly. Like it was 13-6 for one of them and 13-5 for the other. They were on different maps, but both of these teams are looking pretty confident. And I think I want to see more of that. I saw one of these teams were using Yoru on Lotus. I think that's pretty interesting.
Yeah, Yoro on Lotus, definitely an interesting pick. I was talking to Cherry J as well. During broadcast, how the maps that we did get to see, we saw Pearl, we saw Lotus, and we saw Haven. Besides Pearl, Haven, and Lotus, three site maps adds a different dynamic to when you're defending, and attacking as well. And we got to see a lot of that, especially in that Lotus game where it seemed like T2G Esports was losing that momentum once they got to the second half. They had a 9-3 to start, and then uh, one tap gods started crawling back, and we saw that. Um, Almost got the comeback, but then they T2G had a timeout, got everyone together, and then won out from there.
Yeah, the timeouts can be really strong if used correctly, and especially in a best of one where this one map decides everything.
Yeah, and in the best one, like the timeout, I always told my teams when I used to be a part of an esports team playing Valorant, and used to be a player and a coach, I would just say, "Hey guys, let's just take a timeout. Let's take a breather. Maybe we're not communicating, or maybe there's some different things going on. We're not rotating fast enough, or we're not playing aggressive or defensive enough, and we're just giving away free kills. Let's just reel it back in, and let's take this win. We're only a few wins away from match point and taking the game."
Absolutely. And I'm noticing that Moon, I think, might have someone in the coach role, while Bansies only has 5 players. So the timeouts could really swing in favor of the team with someone on the sideline to help them, get back in control if things go wrong.
Yeah, and of course, we're seeing these players and how they're playing. I mean, they've made it to the semifinals, so these two teams definitely have the chops to take it to the finals and get that $500 to split amongst themselves, and their coach. So we'll have to see how these two teams face off. I believe, we didn't get to see these two teams play yesterday as they were playing through the bracket whilst the stream matches were going on. But I'm ready to see how these two teams shake out.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm looking forward to some great gameplay today.
Yeah, and hopefully, I'm reading the chat inside the lobby. Someone said that they just woke up, so hopefully, when it's on tournament day, you guys got to wake up early. Okay, get your reps in, open up the aim labs, open up the practice range. Get your food in. Okay, you can't lose on an empty stomach. You gotta eat good. Get your 8 hours, or 6 to 8. We'll do 6 to 8 hours. Of sleep. But uh, you know, you, do you have a alienator? Do you have like a pregame ritual? Do when you want to play comp or play in a competitive setting at all?
Oh, me, I don't have any of that fancy stuff. I mean, I'll hop in a TDM or two, but I mean, I don't got much. I mean, I believe in the tens mentality. This guy woke up for a game, I think, like 20 minutes before a VCT match and they won. And I mean, it
Hey,
works for him.
hey, I mean, honestly, sometimes you just wake up ready. You've been waiting, you've been thinking about it. You went to sleep thinking about it, and then you just wake up. You're like, all right, it's game time. It's game time. And maybe you needed that extra, hour or two of sleep, right before the event starts. And maybe that's the difference. Maybe that's what works with tens. But you and I are sitting here. We're not tens. we we
Absolutely
we are
not.
not tens at all. We all wish. We all wish we were 10s.
You know, if you
Um,
wake up hungry out of bed, maybe you'll win faster because of how hungry you are.
yeah, maybe you want to get the match done earlier, maybe you just want to get that breakfast going.
Hunger for the food and hunger for the win.
Mhm. Yeah, uh, we're getting some technical difficulties sorted out before we get into this first match, but me and Alienator, we can waffle, we can talk all day. Uh, but I will say this stream and this tournament is in collaboration with Dubby. Dubby makes some nice supplements, gaming supplements, just like your G Fuel or your gamer subs. But if you're watching us, you can use code Celestial at Dubby to get 10% off your next order, as well as get a new shaker and some new flavors that are available there at Dubby. So be sure to check that out. And also, if you're rocking with us, the Celestials official, join our Discord. We're looking for people who do content. We're looking for people who play the game competitively, who want to work with us, and any rising stars who want to get a chance at competing at a high level. So be sure to join the Discord if you haven't already. Um, but yeah, I believe we're about to get into our game now. We get into Haven again, like we said
Ooh,
earlier, three
Haven.
site map. So as we get into these picks and band or this agent selection here.
This is very interesting actually because Moon yesterday had just won Haven 13 to 6 or 13 to 5, which was a
Hmm.
pretty dominant game for them. And now they're going to be playing again on a map that they're very comfortable on.
Yeah, and it seems like um we see, of course, we see the Cypher come out, pretty prominent sentinel to have to lock down a site. I'm supposing that the defenders would love to lock down that C site because everybody loves attacking full rushing C site. Especially when you have like a C split, we're going down long into the garage. You have to cover different angles. But I do like seeing the Clove pick here as well. Yesterday we had a Haven game, and Clove seemed to be the agent that was standing out because of that Resurrection Ultimate. You get to come back and retake the site or re-secure the site.
Absolutely, yeah. And on the other side, we see the Omen pick. I mean, what's your opinion between Omen and Clove on Haven?
Ooh, I mean, I'm an OG player, man. I started since the beta, and I'm always gonna rock with Omen. Clove, really great character. I love her as a character. And her smokes are pretty useful, but I think Omen provides a lot of utility, especially on defense when he could lock down Garage. I used to play Omen in Garage. You can throw down that Umbral Shroud and then throw out the Paranoia to blind anyone trying to rush in. He's great at stopping those rushes. I don't know if Clove can do the same or add that same dynamic when it comes to defense.
Yeah, absolutely. I completely agree with that. I'm also an Omen player. I love Omen. I think
Mhm.
his blind is also great util that Clove just doesn't have as much of.
And we see Victus here, setting up that cipher. Um, and we see right here, it looks like the attacker side. They're heading towards A, maybe playing for picks. What do you think the strategy here is for the attackers?
I mean, it looks like they're going for either a mid presence, but it's more of a defaulty kind of setup, and I think that's perfectly valid for the first round of against a team that you don't really know much about.
Yeah, looks like they're gonna play a little bit of mid. Music Box gets spotted out there in middle. But it looks like the defenders are very close knit here. We had two in garage and two, ready for the rotate onto B side if there's a rush. His
Yeah,
Dancing
sure.
Dino
That's what
almost
I
gets a
do.
hit there. Oh, look at this walk. This walk toward Victus. Oh, gets
Ooh.
doinked right there. Has to fall back. And looks like the attackers are just rushing in. Ray takes out Victus, as that is first blood.
Spike planted.
Right here.
Mike's been planted. Playing a little slow. They're gonna wait for a retake. Aftershock comes through into hell. Doesn't catch any paranoia. Comes through. Vault line. One's trapped in heaven.
Ooh.
A bomb.
Last player standing.
Oh,
Oh, wow. They had a lot
goodness,
of
Alien, what did you see?
retake. I mean, I thought that retake was looking solid up until that point. I mean, they had the Omen blind come through, the Jet running in with the teammates supporting her, but that, I think, was Clove and ISO there. They just managed to get the trades in, and the retake just couldn't get the kills. The setup on A side was just too strong.
yeah, absolutely. I mean, once they got that spike down, they just locked down the site and absolutely just, you know, anticipate the push. I mean, it looked pretty clean from the other side. The defenders just getting that retake in. They were able to get a frag, but overall just couldn't keep it going. Bansies trying to defend it again. Music Box takes out Kizzy, but Ray right back at you. Hey, Baba.
Ooh.
Oh, and now last one remaining is Soban on Bansies, on the Bansies. Broke the trip, so they know where he is. Only has a classic, but a classic can do you so much. Oh, and Ray cleans it up. 3 kills with the Marshall. And Moon goes up 2-0.
I mean, yeah, that's what you want to see on the anti-eco. I mean, they only lost 2 guns there, and they won pretty handedly, and that's exactly what you want. Now they're heading into the bonus. Just going to be looking for damage against the defense with actual rifles now.
Yeah, looks like the rifles are here. I mean, this is the round that you would determine, you know, the rest of the game, right? Does Moon keep that momentum as the attacker side and get another win here? Or does the Bansies stop the bleeding with this full buy round? Be able to, you know, halt that momentum a little bit as they're pushing on the C site. Glorify. Victus takes 2
Down. C.
as they're pushing out onto C site. Abab just waiting at the trip, trying to wait for a flank. Glorify takes Dancing Dino, but Victus gets taken out. Enterprise car just in long, in the cubby. We're hearing the jump peaks here. The cage comes through,
Last player standing.
and Glorify spams through the cage and the smoke. Spots Dambio in garage. And that's 3 kills for Glorify, just holding that C site down.
Nice shots from Chlorify there to secure the round. I mean, that was a nice round. They had 4 people still alive, only lost 1 rifle. That was a great rifle round for them.
Yeah. Incredible. It just seems like just a lot going on. I mean, finally, the Bansies get on the board. That's what they needed, that full buy round. As we see, pushing up. Oh, C-side going in. I playing it on C-side again. This push from Moon caught the Bansies off guard. Victus takes out Kizzy. Oh, the resurrection comes through from the Clove, and Ray takes out 2, leaving Music Bot the last one remaining.
1v4, I think. Is he gonna go for this?
Can't be. Music Bot gets one, but it's not enough.
Yeah, I mean, that was just a clean round from the defenders there. Or not, yeah, the attackers there. They got the spike down and just were able to defend it.
Yeah, and looks like they're ready for an A rush here. Could be looking dicey as the recon dart
There's the
gets
early
destroyed,
info.
doesn't spot any. At least gets the info. Pale blades coming through from Ray.
It's you and me.
Oh, someone's getting sent to the gulag. In the ISOL, Kizzy gets ABAB out. Oh, Victor just spams through smoke. Catches Dancing Dino. Soban grabs out Ray. And Moon looks like they're gonna rotate out. But here's the neural theft to catch them on the rotate. Soban still holding down A. They're gonna go back A. And they're gonna commit to it. Soban, only one holding down A. Calling over the rotate. Aftershock comes through.
Standing ahead.
Louis here. Soban
30 seconds left.
in connector. Oh, gets spotted.
Oh!
Crouch walking spray. The triple. Daimyo. Last one remaining. Could catch out Victus right here. Oh, spots him first. Chlorify cleans that up. On that
was a
angle.
Great round from the defenders there. From the start, we saw a lot of info gathering, and that, I think, helped them win the round handedly. I mean, first of all, we saw the Silver Dart come in early. That gave them that early info that they were pushing down A long. And once that A push didn't work out, they had the Cypher ult to check their location. I mean, they just had control of the entire map that entire round.
Absolutely. And it seemed like, once Moon got stopped at that A rush, and then they got neural theft by Victus, they tried to go back A, but it didn't work because Soban hit their ground and stayed on A and just stopped any type of momentum they had going in. As we see Moon 3 in garage.
Oh,
Recon Bolt spots one. Victus is vulnerable. Can he get out of this situation? No, Dancing Dino jumping in. Daimyo kick takes out Glorify. And Soban tries to stop a little bleeding here. Absolutely. As Daimyo holds a close angle, be able to get one. Gets traded out. And Moon back on the board.
yeah, they went for a split garage and C push there, and that just absolutely overwhelmed the Cypher. We saw the Cypher looking down C long. I mean, his focus was completely just making sure people weren't sneaking up on C long, and unfortunately, that one Cypher trip in garage could not help him. They were able to completely overwhelm him from both sides, and he didn't have the teammates to support him there.
Yeah, and Moon still looking pretty strong even after losing that round earlier. I mean, these teams are going back and forth. Looks like they believe C site is the site to push. Hunter's Fury doesn't get anyone. Fault line comes through. This Glorify takes one, but gets traded out by Dancing Dino. Oh, look at this. Kizzy.
Oh,
Put in the frags. And Moon has this site
Oh.
taken over. Oh, but Music Bot. Nice shots. Recon drone comes through, tags Music Bot. They have a lot of utility to use. 2v3 situation. Oh, Blades only find one. Kizzy, 3 kills now. Did they make it a 4th? As it's planted for long. They hear him on the defusal, and Enterprise takes out Music Bot to secure Moon another round. I mean,
Yeah,
and
hopefully.
that looked pretty dominant, Alienator. What'd you think? Oh, we get timeout, so we get to talk.
I mean, yeah, I mean, we saw an adaptation there from the defenders there. They were playing further back off site because they knew the Cypher util wasn't enough and they were on a low buy. So they're playing a more of a off-site hold. And I mean, it might have worked out if they had better guns, but we saw ISO just pop off, you know, get those kills with the Phantom easy against that weaker weaponry.
Yeah, and it seems like, it seems like Moon and Moon and I'm sorry, the Bansies. My apologies. Moon and the Bansies, they seem to be pretty evenly matched. And even when the Moon won these attacking rounds, it seemed like at any point that the Bansies could take over and retake this site. Um, it just seems that way as we get back into this next round. The timeout.
Oh, this is a nice spot.
I mean, coming off of that timeout, hopefully both these teams will have had a chance to, you know, reconvene, change, adapt to the other team's strategies. And I mean, we're already seeing a change in strategy. The defense is looking like they're going to be going for an aggro A long push, going for that early info once again. I mean, that's their advantage with the info.
They found my wire.
Nothing in garage
Yeah.
again.
It seems like, oh, we're going to get a garage push here following the recon drone
It's you
for
and
this set.
me.
Oh, Kizzy doesn't find anyone, so they know site is clear, but they got to still check their corners as Spike gets thrown down. And now, in the 5v5 retake, Victus takes out Daimyo. Smokes are coming through. The Bansies, they're waiting for that rolling thunder. Gets one, but Dancing Dino's able to get one while stunned. Resurrected. Victus takes out Kizzy. Victus again on a tear. Victus, 4 kills. Can they get the ace? Victus with the ace. 5 kills down to secure the Bansies another win and defuse the spike. You gotta be feeling yourself after that.
And I didn't feel
A
anything.
huge round for the defense there. I mean, we saw that early aggression come out of A-Long, and the C-site hold just did not look strong. I mean, the attackers were able to take that site so easily. I mean, it was really smart of Victus there to back off and wait for his teammates to play for that retake, play with that breach ult especially. That just won them the round, and Victus was able to just pop off and capitalize with his teammates off of their util.
You're definitely right, Alienator, because, it looked like Moon had that site covered, but again, there were still 5 members of the Bansies left, and they were like, let's set up for this Rolling Thunder, let's do this retake, and they got it. Victus pulling up huge. 3 players marked with the recon dart. Gets out of there. Chlorify gets taken out by Ray. Double tap the shield
Damn.
gets so Bog gets Kizzy.
Where is everyone hiding?
And now they're rotating out. Neural theft from Victus. Catches a few off. As they're moving towards A. The rest of Bansies know. Music bot. Ready. And waiting. Oh, gets taken out. Nancy Dido. Ray takes out Soban, and now it is a 2v2 situation. Or 3v2, sorry. Bob and Victus, last one remaining for the Bansies. Bob gonna head over into heaven.
Cage triggered.
Ray firing through smoke. Hey, Bob chilling right there. Hopefully not to get spotted.
Standing.
Ray shows the jet differential. Enterprise gonna jiggle peek, and Victus gonna save the Phantom for a rainy day. That is another round for Moon.
Wow, my eyes are down.
I mean, that round looked like it was gonna be all the defenders. I mean, they had such a strong start there. They were able to completely suppress all of the C aggression that we saw come out. But the rotate came in and they just were not able to hold on to the site. They took a lot of isolated 1v1 fights and
Simple as that.
that lost them the round.
Indeed, and it just seems like Moon just able to get these things. I mean, these teams seem evenly matched. I mean, they're in round 6. They're in the semifinals for a reason. You know, these teams have been playing yesterday and today, and they've been able to make it through and try to get their team to the finals. They want that $500 grand prize at the end as Moon sets up for another C push.
Absolutely.
Oh, and they're running, and Victus hears this. They're on the site already, but again, we've seen how
Oh,
they get in as Ray comes out through the smoke. The Bansies
oh,
able to just secure the round. My goodness.
that's the 3rd round in a row. We've seen Moon go for that C-long just aggression, just the fast death ball approach. And I'm pretty sure all 3 times it hasn't worked out for them. I think if you're the Moon here, you gotta find something. You gotta find something different that you want to try.
Yeah, and the Bansies, their retakes are very strong. You can tell that there's so much communication happening between their teammates and knowing when to push in, knowing what abilities to use. That's something you always have to review when you're playing as a team, because of course you have, you could go in with your guns, but you guys have abilities too, and you have to know how to use it correctly to get back that site. And they just popped in, shut down Moon. As we see Moon play a little bit more patiently here and a little bit spread out for the Bansies. Imyo takes out Music Bot. First blood into this round.
I mean,
Oh.
Bansies has already rotated onto A side. They have 2 members and 1 close by.
Oh, Abab. Ababab. Takes out Ray, but Kizzy right back. Trade and blows. Dancing Dino gets 2. Looks like Victus last remaining for the Bansies. Gets caught in the Cypher trip. They know where he is. He might go and save. Guess he was looking for a camera.
Is he gonna go
Play for
this?
exit frags. Do you think so? Because me, I would always go for it. I would always go for it. Yeah. Looks like Victus might. But Moon is hiding pretty cleverly. Dancing Dino, the only one in heaven right now. Recon Dart. Oh, he pulled your knife at the wrong time!
Oh,
But gets a kill! Couldn't get another one. Dino shuts that down. No comeback. And even if Victus could pull that off, did not have time with that spike.
I mean, I liked what I saw from Moon there. It's like we were saying, they stopped doing that just early death ball approach. They slowed it down, went for a more default split. They were just looking for info, looking for picks, and it worked out because Bansi, they had members scattered across the map. They weren't ready for that A site push when they finally did it.
Yeah, and so we might see a new strategy here from Moon to just go A, because it seems to be working for them as Ray takes out Music Bot immediately with the jet knives as they're rolling deep. But again, Glorify and Soban are so close to A long. This smoke, the Umbral Shroud, is not enough. Glorify gets taken out. Recon Dart might take Soban, and Dancing Dino again gets another one. Seems like even though Dancing Dino's on that clove, they're willing to entry frat.
I mean, that's the close for
Fury.
you.
Oh. My goodness. Abab with the op. The operator in heaven takes out one. Has the knives out. Takes out Daimyo. But Kizzy cleans that up. Man, what a round.
Yeah, I mean, it's like you mentioned, that Clove, so aggressive, doing their job exactly. I mean, Clove, what they lack in Omen supportive util, they make up for it in that ability to create space with the heal to take those gunfights for the team with the Jet.
Goes here.
Yeah, honestly, does a better job than Phoenix sometimes. Just running in, get resurrected, and you got to have a competent fragger in Clove and someone who plays Clove because of course, the way her ult works is that you can resurrect, but you got to get that kill if you want to stay alive. And usually it works out in their favor as we got a light buy here, or just pistols for the Bansies. As it looks like a garage push or a mid push coming in from Moon.
This is the pistol round, so it's gonna be another defaulty kind of setup. I mean, they're looking towards A. There is a Cypher cam to warn them, but only Cypher on A site right now.
Yeah, and very quiet here. Oh, Kizzy here. Oh, Ray's gonna get up into garage. This could be incredible flank. Soban is catching this.
And
Ray
that's
takes out
Spike.
Soban.
Down, attacker spawn.
Spikes down. Abab takes out Daimyo. And this pistol round could mean a lot. If they can get a few more frags. A lot of chaos happening. Music bot might get caught out in mid, but kicked out Enterprise car. Dancing Dino again.
30
Just clean
seconds.
frag as
Spike planted.
Spike gets planted on C. Glorifying Abab.
Player standing.
Take out Dancing Dino. Last one remaining is Ray. In the Umbral Shroud. Waiting patiently. Gets spotted. Doesn't get a kill. Has to play around the smoke. The spike right there in their face.
Ooh.
Able to get glorified by AB. Shows the jet diff. Securing that first pistol round.
Yeah,
The
both Jets putting in the work there. The 3K from Ray and the 4K from ABAB. Unfortunately, went the way of the other Jet, though. I mean, that's important for pistol round. Now they're going to be able to buy up. Go for that anti-eco.
This is incredible. It just seems like, this round, this half now, the Bansies. Oh, looking clean, but Dancing Dino again taking it aggressive. Soban gets two with the Sheriff. My goodness. Gonna find another victim. No. ABAB shuts that down. Daimyo slowly lurking and flanking around with Vic. As Outlaw pulled out from Ray. 2 shots is all you get. Gotta reload. Enterprise card takes on Chlorify. Victus trades it right back. As Victus in the Bansies get the spike down. Daimyo spots one, has a Sheriff, one shot could take out Victus right now. They're gonna move towards backside. Victus with a bulldog. Oh, what a shot from Daimyo!
Last player standing.
Victus with the bulldog, 10 HP, has a trip ready, and has a camera to use. Looks like he knows Daimyo might be running around towards the backside, and Daimyo clutches up for Moon. Incredible.
Almost with the clutch there. I mean, he was hitting some nice shots. Could not find it, though. That Clove early round with the Sheriff did so much damage. I mean, that definitely won them the round. The 2 kills in mid, I mean, and also stalling for so much time for their teammates to get there.
Yeah, and it looked like, the Bansies could get that round off, but
Yalla.
it just
Goes there.
didn't have enough health. Moon was able to take that back.
Drop in a smoke.
Actually, it looks like a C split here from the Bansies. Enterprise has to fall back out. Could see a 5-on-5 retake. But some of the members of Moon are in garage. Waiting, Soban gets taken out. ABAB gets taken out by Kizzy. Victus right back with 2 kills, and MusicBot takes out Dancing Dido. Last remaining, the ISO Kizzy. And a Thrifty.
I mean, a great round from Bansi there to make up for that previous round. I mean, they needed that for sure.
They definitely need it if they want to crawl back and close this deficit against Moon. I mean, we saw Moon look pretty strong. I mean, they were able to get a few rounds off of them, but, you know, it seemed like, you know, Moon had the better advantage and won more interactions. But now, you know, Bansi's fighting back. Moving in with the recon drone. They're gonna get the spike plant. Bansies securing this site. Oh, we got a full flank. 'Cause they're on pistols. Soban throwing out the fault line. Oh, gets stinked by the classic!
Oh.
Dancing Dido with the pistol. Right on the Sheriff trying to take out Victus. Gonna be forced to fall back. Dancing Dido grab the Phantom, start putting in work. He takes out Enterprise car. Oh, a Glorify! Gets a collateral! Because of the no armor, they're on a full save, just able to spray and pray.
I mean, it looked like Moon were going to be able to win that round for a second there. We saw the flank come through. We saw 2 kills come from the flank as well. It was looking scary for a second, but Glorify, you know, just clutched it up, secured the round for Bansies.
Yeah, and Bansi's crawling back in this half. You know, maybe that's what the adjustment that they needed was to get on attacker side and just have a couple of good rounds on defense. But now Moon has to answer back against this. Oh, we see the Odin come out from MusicBot. Ready to scan and spray, as I like to call it. Because you get caught by any of the recons, he's ready to spray through those walls. Dancing Dino sneakily moving up through mid. Going in through the window. Could catch Victus off guard here. Uh-oh. Looks like ready to push on into A. Hunter's Fury comes in. ABAB takes out Enterprise and Kizzy.
I know exactly where you are.
Neural Theft spots the remaining defenders. Dancing Dino behind. Oh. We might see a kill, but Dancing Dino takes a Victus. He had the advantage, but Dancing Dino just out fragging. Players are trapped on the site. They're getting sandwiched in. Resurrection from Dancing Dino. This retake, Ray and Glorify hiding in hell, able to clean up to save his team another round.
Wow, that was really close, but that's another round for Bansi. I mean, it's getting real close.
Yeah, I believe it is 8-9 right now, and they're 1 round away from tying this up against Moon. Bansi's got to be feeling really good.
Yeah, man.
How do you think they Moon should adjust? Because it seems like, you know, anything that Bansies are doing, they're just able to execute.
I mean, it looks like they have their own idea of adjustment. They're going for that early A info. 3 members
Look at
already
this
up A long.
push. Uh-oh. This could be disastrous for either team. Recon drone comes in from both sides. Spots Dancing Dino. Oh, smart of Dancing Dino just to fall back. Ray still sitting there, waiting. Pings are coming through. AB takes out Enterprise. As they attackers fully rotate out towards C long. AB dashing in. Throwing those clouds. And they're going to take the site. Kizzy going to fall back. Just wait for his team. The Aftershock. Stopping these pushes. If anyone could do it, it's Dancing Dino. Could catch it. Anyone pushing up through these smokes. Pushing in all the members of on site. Oh, great shots from Kizzy. Dodges the flash, but
One
Soban
enemy remaining.
gets it. Chlorify takes out Ray. Paranoia comes through. Hits Daimyo. But Daimyo just gonna chill out. Just try to find some guns and exit frags if they can.
They're just gonna die to Spike.
Yep.
Can't do much there, but that is the scoreline tied up now between Bansi and Moon.
Yeah, and already, like, this half just changes everything. I mean, again, single elimination. So, the pressure's got to be getting to these players. Especially now, once they've made it so far into the semifinals. They want to get that chance to go to the finals. But only one team will make it out. Got to be scared.
You see their pings on the map there. It looks like Moon are gonna be looking for another early A push.
Recon Dart
Ooh.
comes through. Hunter's Fury already comes out. Ray just spamming the smoke.
It looks like it's gonna be a garage split.
Yep. AB aggressively pushes in. Paranoia combo. Takes out Ray. Glorify takes out Enterprise card. Daimyo gets AB. Soban caught in the ISO ultimate. The kill contract. Kizzy able to make it work. Signed away his death. Dancing Dino on the music bot. Cypher Trip gets destroyed. Kizzy with the shield running out. Gonna try to make a play. Victus real close. Kizzy and Dancing Dino take the site.
Is when Moon
Can't get the
needed.
spike
They
diffuser.
lost so many rounds in a row, and they're finally back on the board.
Bouncing vacuum deactivated.
Yeah, and it's gotta feel good coming from Moon because they were just going round after round, losing and losing, and finally they were able to establish a good retake, take back the site.
I need
But
this.
if I'm the Bansies, I feel like I'd still have momentum. I'd still go for it as we get a timeout here, just to see what's going on.
I mean, at this late in the game, both teams are going to be looking to take any advantage they can. This timeout could be either team's chance to get back in the game and finish it out. It's so close now. It is 9-10, I think.
Yeah, I believe so as well. I mean, Moon up now around, but again, these two teams seem to be fairly evenly matched. And of course, we're on Haven. 3 sites, right? If you're on defense, it might be hard to spread out your defenders like that because you got to cover multiple things. But I think Moon's been really good at um grouping their team to get those quick rotates or to regroup and retake a site. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, the retakes we've seen so far in this game have been looking really good. They're super strong, and it's a lot more effective than just holding on to the sites.
Deep breath.
Yeah, as we see the Bansies they might just play a little bit slower here, try to play for picks. Maybe that's what the timeout was for, the coach is telling them to just take it a little bit slower.
They do have the jet set up A long. I mean, just holding that angle, and that tells them so much information.
Yeah, it looks like a lot of Moon are heavy seaside, but Rolling Thunder just to send a message as they're gonna move towards A, but Ray's gonna hear this if they start running, and he does. He's gonna fall back probably towards back of sight, try to get an op kill and move back into heaven. Gonna call for his team to rotate as Glorify gonna plant the spike down. Oh, but look, the ABAB could catch out Daimyo on this rotate. Timing! Oh, almost missed the shots. Gonna updraft out of there. Oh, but this is huge. Aftershock. Gonna stop the push. Delay more time. Readying the fault line. Music bot in the corner. Oh, yeah. Using all the utility just to stop. Oh, Dancing Dino. Out in heaven. Gets traded out by ABAB. Look at Soban in the smoke. Sprays to the smoke. Oh. My goodness. That looked dominant from the Bansies. Just shut down any sort of retake opportunity from Moon.
That was so well played by the Bansies there. We saw that early C aggression, and we saw the entirety of Moon completely leave A side. They left Jet on her own on A side with the op, and when that breach ult came through, they were sure it was a C push, but it was a fake, and that let them take A site almost completely for free. And from there, they just had so much util to stop any semblance of a retake from starting.
Yeah, and great use of utility there. We saw that duo of Soban and Glorify inside of Hell being able to just spam the paranoia and the flashes through the walls towards a defender spawn, and it just really, really great to see. So again, we're playing it slow for the Bansies.
We see pings coming out from Moon here. They suspect that Bansi are playing a lot further back, waiting for any kind of mistake coming out from Moon.
And it seems like they're just waiting out the clock. 59 seconds left. They're heavily going towards A, but they might walk out. You see some pings here. Looks like they might have heard someone try to want a Moon rotate to A. It looks like that's what they're heading for. 4 of Moon's players are towards A right now. Only Dancing Dino, only one on B site, holding it down. As they're going to run for a C site execute. And Moon just scrambling to get over. 25 seconds left. They're just spamming smokes. Flashes comes through. They're going to retake immediately. The utility, Dancing Dino, Daimyo. Get a kill. Music bot shuts one down. Dancing Dino again. Resurrected. Victus in garage, last one remaining. And Dancing Dino leading the charge for his team, for Moon to secure another round. We're going back and forth.
A round? I mean, what an adaptation, first of all. I mean, I just want to speak on, we just talked about last round about how once Bansies were able to get on site, we saw so much util come out to completely stop the retake. And so what they did was they went for an early retake before they could even set up for the post-plan situation. And that just completely denied Bansies from getting into their comfortable spots, playing with their crossfires. I mean, they just completely out-templed them.
Yeah, I completely agree. Like, we just saw Dancing Dino just charge in with sheriffs, not even with rifles, just going in. Like, I guess Moon was basically saying, screw it. We just have pistols. We just have, we don't have rifles. Let's just make it uncomfortable and just be unpredictable and go out swinging. As looks like the Bansies are going to walk up A long. Drone comes through. But Moon are ready for any type of push. Like this.
Silver Drone's gonna tell them so much.
Yeah, and it's flying right over their heads. I wonder if Daimyo saw all the team. Hunter's Fury comes through.
Oh!
Ray takes out 2. My goodness! Glorify only able to get 1. Victus His sketchy situation. Enterprise card takes out Music Bot and Victus to gear Moon. Another kill. I think that is match point. It is.
That is match point in favor of Moon. What a huge round from Ray there. That Jet, the 2 kills there, that helped them hold on to site completely. I mean, the util dump that was happening on site looked like they were going to get absolutely dominated, but Ray somehow finding 2 in that entire mess.
Yeah, it is. Wow, I have like almost no words to describe how clean that, how not clean, but how messy that round was, because we saw the Bansies group up towards A long and they're ready to push. But then we saw Daimyo's recon drone come over, and I wonder if that recon drone spotted all of them before it got taken out. And so the call to rotate immediately was called in for Moon. And then, able to hold down the site, get a few frags. We saw the Hunter's Fury come in from the Bansies, but it didn't hit anyone. Just missed out. Maybe he only hit one person, but unfortunate for the Bansies that Hunter's Fury did not tag anyone.
Yeah, I think the Hunter's Fury was going for Ray, but Ray had the dash prepped, and so was able to avoid it. And even so, we also saw the Sova drone. I mean, the info from Moon just so strong. The Sova drone, I'm pretty sure, spotted at least 3 members, and we saw members of Moon after that immediately rotating over, and I think that helped them win the round.
Absolutely, absolutely. As again, we see the Bansies, since now Moon is on match point, they're going to play a little bit slower, try to gather information as to where they might be as we slowly move towards C site. As the rest of Moon, a little spread out here, and spotted him on the camera, so they're going to rotate immediately. Dino and Enterprise car just rotating early, as the rest of the Bansies are going to move up into mid. AB has 5 knives ready. Flashes come through into garage. In the vulnerability. Dino almost gets caught by a knife. Ray takes out Soban. The flanks through mid. Ray gets a spike down. Gets traded out too late. It's the last 3 remaining for the Bansies. Have to think about what their next move is.
30 seconds left.
30 seconds. They're going to have to hit C, and that's what they're going to do. Umbral Shrouds come in. They have the spike. They have to plant now. 12 seconds. Moon is in garage.
Spike planted.
2 remaining for the Bansies. Cage comes through, takes out Dino. Neural Theft comes out.
One enemy remaining.
And there it is. Moon retakes as a team and secures the win against the Bansies. GG's as they move on to the finals.
What a game! I mean, both Bansies and Moon played very well that game. Unfortunately for Bansies, it looked on that last round like they were just so worried. They were playing so cautiously at that last round. We saw how nervous they were to push in, to even try and take Garage. They used so much util, and I think that was their downfall. I mean, their
Yeah.
hesitation allowed that flank to come in from the Jet, and it just stopped them from being able to take control of any space.
Yeah, it was absolutely incredible. I mean, when you get to that point in the game, um, it just it's just incredible. Oh, we switched scenes. Are we good? Still good? Okay. Did we switch scenes? Are we good? Or are we oh, okay. Okay. All right, we're good. We're still good. Alienator is still here. He's just chilling. Um, but yeah, like to your point, man, it was definitely an incredible round, incredible game, because we saw these 2 teams. I mean, we saw Bansies come back in that second half. I mean, even still, ending the half 8-4, I believe. Um, it seemed like the Bansies were still able to do a lot on defense, but and then once they flipped over, they were able to get a lot more rounds on attack. But it just seemed like once Moon figured it out, they were able to retake together as a team, able to stop any type of push the Bansies wanted to do, and was able to secure that win as they move on into the finals.
Yeah, absolutely.
As we're gonna go to a short break as we get into our next match soon. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. See you guys in a bit.